everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome to The Elegant Thread, a floss tube about cross stitch. If you hear squeaking and running and barking, it would be my new little friend, Stony. So he might make an appearance, you never know. But that's where I have been. I have been a very busy puppy mom. Stony has been training me. It's really how this has been going. Because I'm not so good at this. I thought maybe I was. But he's doing a very good job. Today, he actually went to the door and sat and told me he had to go out. What? Pretty nice. Not bad for 12 weeks or 13 weeks. I think he's somewhere up in there. Okay. Hi. Welcome to July. I know we're at the beginning, and I really didn't do anything in June. But you know, all the days seem like the same day to me, so I don't know. I can't tell if it's been a day, a week, a month. I have no idea, because they all run together and they're like the same. So hopefully you've done some stitching and that's kind of breaking things up for you, but me kind of lost, boop, that motivation bubble popped, and I've been making some bags, and a little bit of cross stitching, but I've been stitching models, so haven't got a whole lot to show for my whips from other designers. But I was in the car with my mom today, and I said, you know, I really need to make a floss tube. And she goes, oh yeah, but you haven't done any stitching, so don't talk about those whips. I know she's gonna watch this, so I have to be really nice. My whole family watches, which is embarrassing in and of itself. But you know, whips, it's a work in progress. That's exactly what it is. And I love it when other floss tubers who cross stitch show me what they're doing. Even if they've made no progress, I still want to see what they've stitched. So I'm kind of going to assume that you're okay with that. Otherwise, you can fast forward. Okay, there, that's that. So let's start today. I'm coming from my workshop. So this is the Elegant Thread. Welcome. There's a whole wall here of cross stitch that you can't see. And I have a design table and a whole area where I make minders and scissor fobs and you know, designing and stuff like that. So someday, when I'm ready, when it's clean enough, I'll give you a tour of the workshop. So, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So I have these new holders here to hold my bags. These are bags that are completed, but they're not yet posted. And over there, beep, beep, these are bags that are completed and have been posted to the site. And I'll be bringing them with me to Celebration of Needlework in New Hampshire. And these are yet to be made. These are just ideas percolating around in there. So, okay, what I have been, let's see. Let's start with something great. Let's start with a throwback. You know, those things you open the closet, the drawer, the box, whatever, under your bed, the container, and you say, you know what, I really should get some things framed. I have a whole closet of those things. So I have a wall of things that I have had framed, but I also have even more that I have not had framed. You know, I had a couple of instances where I chose a frame and I hated it, and it really soured me to the whole process. You spend a lot of money and you spend a lot of time and you put your, you know, you stitch this thing for months or years, and then if you're not happy with the framing, it kind of deflates the whole thing. So I should probably just send it off to like Dying to Stitch, or you know, somewhere where they do really great things, and get someone's professional opinion, because when it comes to framing, me sucky at that. So let's start with, I dug it out of my trusty little keeper that I have for all of my little nerd sheet. Maybe I'll design those. I'll design, they are here. These 3 binders, they are my, it's where I keep my patterns, leftover patterns, what I stitched, all the information about what I stitched, and if there's any kind of leftover floss or beads or things like that. So if I want to pass it on to somebody, I have the whole thing. Or if I want information about it, I have the whole thing. So let's talk about the drawn thread. Oh, ignore my fingers. I really need a manicure so bad. Winter into spring. Oops. You know, I haven't done a Flosstube in so freaking long. I have no idea where the camera even is. So, it's somewhere in this vicinity. Here. I have been a huge fan of the drawn thread. Was it Cynthia Vitale, I think was her name? Vitale. I'm probably butchering your name, and I apologize profusely. I know you're not watching, so it's okay. I love everything that she has ever created. And I've stitched quite a bit of it. They were really some of the first samplers I ever did. So I hang my stuff on these little hangers. Let me see. Something that has yet to be framed. Yeah, that would be it. So here it is. This is called Winter into Spring. Let's start down here and go dun 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 dun, like 2001 Space Odyssey. Dun 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 dun. Okay, ignore the nails. Here it is. The beauty of drawn thread pieces, they're narrow band samplers. Love that. Love me a good band sampler. Love me a sampler, especially love a band sampler. You want to talk about, God, it's hot. Is it just me? Because I'm a woman of a certain age, and I carry summer with me. Okay, so her stuff always has specialty stitches in it, and it's done in silk, and they came in kits. So all of those things totally appealed to me. This one is 32 count cream Belfast linen by Zweigart is what it was stitched on. It was Silken Colors thread gatherers fibers. Had some needlepoint ink silk in it. Oh, everybody, you remember that? Remember that? Like a little throwback right there. And it had Mill Hill Petite Beads, and it had a little bit down here. This white work is in DMC Pearl number 8. So, yeah, I love it. I love it. And if you ignore the fingers, all right? So if you feel it, like silk feels so good. And it feels good to stitch with. It had, cute little bead right here. Yeah. Why haven't I had this framed? Don't know. Because I like it. And then if I have it framed and then I don't like the frame, then poop, right? So there's that. I also have there's a throwback on the back side, but I'm not going to show you that one. You have to wait. Who knows how long it'll be before I make another video, but I'll show you eventually. So that was Winter into Spring. I stitched that in, in the year 2000. So I probably started it, I don't know if I did it all in 2000. Maybe I started in 1999. Maybe I stitched it all in 2000. Who knew? So it's a turn of the century project for me. And I stitched it while I was stationed in Oklahoma. So Tinker Air Force Base. And yeah, it was small. I could kind of carry it with me. And as you stitch things, I don't know if this happens to you, but you kind of remember what was going on in your life when you stitched something. So I believe that thread, that needlework has memory. And this certainly does have some memories for me because I remember toting it around. And, at the time I kept everything in like plastic baggies. Shame of all shames, right? So, and I've noticed that there are some people out there that still do that. Yeah, Michelle, the Striped Rose, I'm talking about you. Reach out to me. I'll send you a bag. Please, I would love to just send you a bag. Just send me your address. Not that you watch this or anything. I'm an avid fan. But, yeah. Okay. So there's the throwback for today. It was Winter into Spring by the Drawn Thread. Is she still designing? I don't even know. Her stuff is so popular that it wouldn't even matter if she was because all of it is wonderful and people are still stitching it. Yeah. Okay. So that was the throwback. Let's do fully finished objects. I actually have one. It is a model. Ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. It's the first in a series. So keep that in mind. And I'm so excited. Okay. Bing! Here it is. Lobster. adorable. So, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It is stitched over one on 22 count linen. Just a basic. You can anywhere you can get. You could probably do this on Aida. You could. It's a simple pattern. It's a wonderful, wonderful pattern. A friend of mine said, thank you, Kay, said you should put lobster dinner. But I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I stitched on these. Okay, let me tell you. Finishing is not my thing. That's why people like Vonna Pfeiffer at the Twisted Stitcher exist, because that's why you pay people, because it's so incredibly hard. It took me longer to stitch on this fringy stuff pretty much than it did to stitch the thing. Okay, so, oh my Lord, finishing. Kudos to you, talented people that can finish stuff. This girl is not it. So, but here's my pillow, my lobster pillow. Okay, and I'm probably gonna make a bag that might match it. I don't know. But this is the first in a series. I have a whole, like, in my head. I discussed it before. I think last time I showed you the pattern that I had created, and the next one's going to be Liberty Lobster. Then we're going to have Mobster and Gangsta, and we're going to have all kinds of, it's going to be like a whole thing. Yeah, it's going to be a thing. The pattern itself is not going to be available until market, because it's going to be part of a series. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do that as a monthly release, or if I'm just going to do however many I'm going to do in the series. I'm not sure. Right now, in my head, I have about 4 designs. So we'll see. We'll see how it evolves before we actually get to market next year. If we have market next year, please, I hope we have market next year. I don't know what's going to happen. But there it is. Lobster. If you're from New England, you will get it. If you're not from New England, you're probably saying, hey, you spelled lobster wrong. No, I didn't. That's how you say it. Lobster. I thought about putting umlauts over this guy. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. FFO. So happy with that. I also have something I am going to release at Celebration. It's going to be a small, and it's going to be for the round robin, and it will be creative and fun and cute. It's not done yet, and even if it was, I would not share it with you because that would take the fun away from it. Okay. Just basic finishes? No. I would not have any. I don't have any finishes that I have not fully finished. But I have whips galore. Galore. First, let's talk about, let's talk about the whips before I talk about my new starts. So, I have my bag o' tricks. Hi, Dad. All of my whips and bags and stuff fit in it. Isn't this great? It's nice and big. It's reinforced at the bottom. Nice wide straps. It's available on my Etsy site. So I actually had a friend in Switzerland order one. Oh my gosh, I'm going to give her a huge shout out. And I hope that you are enjoying it and you are taking it to the grocery store and all around town, if and when you leave your house. Elizabeth, thank you. Elizabeth from Switzerland. If I knew how to say thank you in Swiss, I would, but is it bad to say Dankeschön, which is not? I mean, I don't know if that's like a thing. Okay, anyways. Thank you. Okay. So let's check. I need to have my journal here so that I know what I'm talking about. Oh, you know what? The things that are in frames are in another room. How am I going to do this? Okay. I might stop this and go get it and then come back. So I'll talk about what I have so far. And then you won't know that I stopped it and gone and got it. I'm just going to tell you that I am. Oh, don't eat that, Mr. Stoney. Okay. I did, for just a little bit, work on Harriet Salt because I just needed a little bit. I needed a little bit of Harriet Salt. So this is, stop. Don't eat it. Harriet Salt. It's a Bristol schoolgirl sampler, and that's my chair squeaking, and I know it annoys the living snot out of people, but I'm sorry, that's just how it is. I buy things from IKEA. Okay, this is going to take me for the rest of my life. I understand that. So, it is in my Harriet Salt commemorative bag set. Since I know that it's going to take forever, I made myself a cute little needle book. Tee-tee! To go with it. And I made myself a notions bag where I keep all of my 103s. It's lined with a French linen towel. Yes, it's in here. And here we are. Let's see, open it up, boop, boop. Okay, I don't need to put anything behind it, I don't think, because it's thick enough. I think I said that last time. This is where I am. Dun, dun. I did the F. So, A, B, C, D, E, F. That is so exciting. Only like, I don't know, 100 more alphabets to go, but that is it. So, I just needed a little, break from doing my own stuff. So I started stitching on Harriet a little bit, and I still love it. I think it's wonderful. I love Harriet Salt. So, I'll give you all the details. Stand by, please. Oh gosh, I have a lot of whips, y'all. But here we are with Harriet Salt. Okay, of course, Hands Across the Sea samplers. I started her in January, and this is a Zweigart-based, you can tell the orange stripe, Zweigart-based Kingston linen in Café au Lait. It's 56 count, and I'm using Oversoir 103, number 2646, to stitch her. And let me get out one of those. Yep. Wonderful. I think it's lovely. This linen and the silk itself, Nicola Parkman helped me pick out while I was at the attic for summer school last year. And let me tell you, Nicola Parkman says, hey, that would look good. You buy it, you stitch it. Just saying. So, and I do. I think it's fantastic. I'm not a fan of yellow. Looks like someone's been smoking in your house for 30 years. Don't like it. And this is beautiful. This might be, this Café au Lait Kingston linen feels like cream. Like it's like silky and wonderful. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, buy clothing made of this. Yeah, it might be my new favorite. So, last time I did a Flosstube. I have some needles in here. Shh, bad girl. My mom says, hey, I noticed that you didn't have your needles on a needle minder. Because I make needle minders. Okay. Guilty! Yes, guilty. This is also not on the frame that I purchased to put it on, and I don't have my needles on a minder. Yes, because I'm a bad girl. Okay. I should. You are absolutely correct. And all of you should as well. But do as I say, not as I do. Okay. Oops. Let me put all this up. Oh, I just love this set. It's like this really heavyweight kind of a canvasy. It just feels good. It's lined in red dots. I mean, who doesn't love polka dots? Who doesn't love red polka dots? Everything to Mitchy Matchy. It's so matchy. Yeah. I don't have any more of these sets. I have the fabric to make more. I just really haven't got around to it yet. But I will. Because I do love this. Oh, I was going to talk about that. Okay, where are we? That was that. That's really the only thing I've worked on that wasn't a model. Everything else, no. Not at all. Did I work on that? No, did not. Did not. Not going to show you that because it has no stitches in it, right? Yeah, I do have a new bag. It's mine because I stitched it upside down, and now it's mine. And it's, I mean, it even has like, you know, a Saju bag to go with it. You know, right? So, but it's mine because it's upside down. That's what I do. I take the offs, you know, the one-offs and things like that. I keep them. I've been wanting to get back to Humility Cooper, and I haven't, and I really don't know why. I've been meaning to. So, real quick, I'm not gonna run in there and get. Okay, that's the only whip you're getting. Yep, that's it. So, I have a ton more. You can see them next time. Instead, I have been designing. So I've been stitching things for the Elegant Thread. And I designed this sampler personally. And I have been stitching that. I'm only showing it to you a little bit because it's not really going to look like that in the end. And, oof, here it is. This is where I am so far. This little bad boy, I have ripped out a lot of things. This flower here, this right here, that was yellow. Oh, got this. So it was yellow originally, and it looked good, you know, in my layout. But then when I got it on here, I thought, I'm not really digging it. I think I would like that to be blue because blue hydrangeas are my favorite flower. Why am I not stitching this in blue? So I changed it. I ripped it out. I completely stitched it. If you've seen my Instagram, you know that I did stitch that and then I ripped it out. So here are, let me do my stroke it, like Nicole. She does such a great job. These are the colors. I am using Week Styleworks for this. And here we go. I am stitching on Confederate Gray. Oh, come on now. There. Can we do the crossover? So that doesn't work. Angel, it doesn't work. So, aren't these colors great on this? Yeah. I am going to rip out this cream color here, and I'm going to replace it with some lavender. I'm thinking of these cream color letters I'm going to replace with a gold color. That was the flower, but now I'm going to make it the letters, and this is going to be a blue hydrangea. It's going to be 2 blue hydrangeas, and I'm thinking of doing some specialty stitches in the very, very bottom piece here. There it is. Not ready for prime time yet. Don't know what it's going to be called. Perhaps blue hydrangea. I don't know. What do you think? But it's a little sampler, a little primitive sampler. It's been very sweet to stitch on. And I'm keeping that in my Elegant Thread bag. That was stitched right on the bag. Fun, wicked fun. Okay, wow. So, wasn't much, huh? If I would have had all my whips, like a bazillion of them, then we would have more to talk about. But let's talk about, I have a few new bags, if you're interested in that, before I get to Shred a Stash. I have completely revamped the way I'm making bags just recently. So they are new and improved, even better than they were. They are now directional, and they're multiple pieces, and I kind of piece them all together. And so now I can have things like, for example, this, my Route 66, the flap can be different material. So this is Route 66. There it is. Isn't that fun? And inside is a map of like Route 66. So cute, so cute. Okay. Dominoes, because, you know, back in like the 50s, that was games that they played. Here it is, dominoes with like really cool dots inside, lined with Route 66 fabric. I haven't posted any of these yet, so I don't, oh, there it is. It was stuck to the back. For this, I'm going to have it very cool America, an enamel, a painted enamel, kind of antiqued United States flag. as the needle minder, and it has the ergonomic button back. For the, let's see, let's just pull, oh, we're not going to go through all of them. We'll just go through this one. Ooh, very cool. Scissors, and the scissor fob has the matching kind of American flag to the minder. It's kind of cool, has metal beads and some really awesome kind of rustic vintagey looking beads. And this, I have started to make some floss rings because I have all these whips. I need to put some jewelry on my floss. Let's just all do it. So this is the floss ring that I designed for this one. And it says, always take the scenic route. Because, you know, it's Route 66. And like, isn't that fun? Isn't that wicked fun? Ah! Okay, so this, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to hold it all. And the bag. That's fun. That's a lot of fun. So, I mean, I might have to keep some of these for myself. But I have a whole collection of bags that are made in this new way where I'm including floss rings, floss jewelry, maybe some extra bags, extra notions bags, a medium and a small notions bag. They are directional. It takes me twice as long to make these new and improved bags. Literally, it's like 8-hour day to make a bag. So, but I think you'll like them. I mean, they are even better than the other bags were. So look for these soon up on the site. I haven't posted them yet, but I will. And they'll be fun. Okay, so one thing last time I was going to share the stash from my favorite designer, of course. I had the drawn thread pattern called Forget Me Not, and it's from, oh gosh, this is an old one. I think I looked at the year the other day, and I thought, oh my goodness. Oh, you know what's so great about this? She has it both over 1 on one side and over 2 on the other side, so you can choose. I mean, let me tell you, she just did such fabulous work. Yeah. Is it on here somewhere? I know I saw it. The year. Oh, there it is. 1996. This is from 1996. And it is just as beautiful today as it was in 1996. I'm telling you, it's fantastic. Her stuff is timeless. Yeah, that's really great. So you can stitch it over 1, stitch another one over 2, and there you go. So I'm going to share this with somebody since I'm not going to use it. I'm going to pass it along, you know, come from one side and pass it along to the other person. It's called Share the Stash. And I did a random, keyword was forget, and 18 years or older subscriber. And the winner was Marie Hahn. Congratulations, Marie. I'm going to mail this to you so you can stitch it as well. Okay, well, I have something else. I'll share the stash, I'll pass along to someone else. Let's pass along this little kit. This is a tassel making kit from Michelle Ink Designs, and it includes in it a little silver tassel, actually sterling silver ring to make the tassel with. So there's silk in here and the tassel ring and instructions, everything inside here. I have it. I'm not going to use it, so I'd like to pass it along to somebody else. If you are 18 years or older and you're a subscriber to my channel and you use the word tassel in a comment, it will tell me that you are interested in sharing the stash, and I will draw randomly and ship it off to somebody. So good luck. Tell me what you think. Okay, that's it. Next time, hopefully I have a finished sampler design to show you and maybe a little bit of work on some of my whips. I don't know. I'm loving all this creative stuff with the bags too. So I work on a bag. It gives me an idea for a sampler or a design or something. And yeah, keep your eye out there for more elegant thread designs. And I'll see you next time. Happy stitching, everybody.
Okay, we just want to say hello.